Hey there and welcome to the Heist Kit unboxing. This box here is the Heist box. It's a bit rattly, it sounds like I've broken everything in it, but I've got everything ready so that I can unbox it and show you exactly what's in the box. In case you don't know it, the Heist is an interactive and immersive electronics and coding adventure whereby you learn how to code, you learn how to build some really cool components and fun gadgets, and at the same time there's some puzzles and challenges. So if you're a massive fan of escape rooms, of puzzle games, if you like coding, if you're interested in coding, then this is a great little package for you. I say little, it's actually quite big and bulky, and it's got on it, on the side there, all the different things that you can create and build with that. There's the plan to the bank vault, which is the one that we're going to be trying to break into, that's protected by the Heist system. And this all sounds like an awful lot to learn, but don't worry, because inside the box, and I should just point out one of my favourite features, is that on the flap here is a quick reference guide for you to just check and make sure that you know exactly what you're using for the different pieces of kit. In this guide, you're going to get everything. It sounds ambitious, but you're going to get everything that you need. All you need to supply is a computer and a little bit of time and patience. So if I open it up and take some of the bits out, the first thing that I've got here is the manual. So the manual has got 30 lessons in it, and you can see each lesson has got text, a diagram, the code, another sketch sometimes, so there's got two or more sketches, some of the activities, and then a little challenge. There are 30 challenges in the book that make up probably 6 to 8 hours of puzzling challenges, I would say, at least, and that's for an accomplished puzzler. But what's more is the training manual, from my own experience, it's no fun having to type the code line by line. So it has got a link, and the link takes you directly to the enigmaed unlisted pages, where we've got some protected materials, which has got the code, how-to videos, talks you through the entire process, and I think it's going to be really, really useful for people to be able to just copy the code, paste it into their compiler, and get some of these brilliant components going. So let's have a look at some of the components that we've got here. To start off with, in this package you will get your board. So this is the Heist board. In this case we're using an Uno. And you can see you've got your data cable. It's not a standard USB cable, it's a data cable. So it does far more than just what you would imagine a normal USB cable does. It allows the computer to talk to the board and backward. The board is, of course, vacuum sealed, and it comes with some jumper pins as well. These are jumper pins. They're quite useful for programming with your breadboard. And just on the side of that is a case. And some people have ordered the Heist case. This is one of the earlier types of the case, and this fits into your board quite neatly, but also allows you to access all the pinpoints whilst protecting it in quite a nice sturdy plastic case, or PVA case, PLA case. So the next piece of kit that we're looking at is the breadboard. Now this breadboard is very, very basic, very functional, and yet it is an absolutely essential piece of kit, because you'll plug in your jumper wires into these pins here, and there's a separate video on how this works. But basically, almost every single one of our little units or sessions uses the breadboard. It stops that need to have to build something and have it commercially made, so you can experiment really, really quickly, really on the fly. It's a bit like a portable kitchen, if you like, for carrying out your electronic experiments. And what do you plug in there but these, which are jumper wires. Now these are bound together, so I'm just going to move the camera up so that you can see those. These are bound together, but they peel off quite easily. So I'm just going to peel it off like that, and you can see it peels off. And then inside each of these are male ones. Obviously they've got a protrusion, hence male. these slide into your breadboard like so, and most of the time they're fairly firm, so you can see I'm actually able to pull the breadboard along with that cable, pull it out, it's out and firm. And the breadboard has got metal connections, so all you need to do is make sure that metal is touching metal, and these jumper wires will work. So you get a whole load of jumper wires included with the kit as well. Obviously they're essential, and you can pick those up for pennies from electronic stores or online. If you want to make bigger kits, if you want to have a bigger breadboard, for example, you can also do that. What else have I got in my box? Well, now this is a favourite of mine, the electronic keypad. So you've seen these in any sort of countdown program or a heist program where they've got a ticking timer where they've got to put in the number, punch in the code. These are really, really fun, really easy to program as well, actually. And I've got quite a clever little system attached to them. We've gone for this version, which makes it much easier to experiment with. So the jumper wires plug straight in to these very, very quickly. And the unit that covers these will explain exactly why you've got 12 buttons and yet only 7 cables. Write in the comments below if you know why that is. You'll also get one of these, which is a 4-digit display unit. And here's the brilliant thing. Look, this hasn't even got its plastic taken off yet. You can show more than just numbers with this. So the kit shows you how to do passcodes with it, show words. You can reveal numbers with it. You can do countdown timers, show sequences of numbers, all sorts of things. It's really, really adaptable, really programmable, and very effective. Next piece of kit, which is jumping around, it's giving me such joy, is of course a joystick. Now these will be familiar to anyone who's controlled a console before. They operate exactly the same way in all 4 directions, and also the most satisfying of clicks. And again, the Heist Kit will show you exactly how to code and operate this and use it in fact for a game, so that you can control a motor that moves from left to right, so that you can access lights to turn lights on, so you can enter even codes. So hugely adaptable, great fun piece of kit, and very, very tactile. You want to play with that. If you're looking for something a bit more low-key, you're going to get what's called a pot dial. Now these are quite familiar to you if you've ever used some old stereo equipment. Pot dial basically turns this dial up, changes an analog frequency, and you'll learn how to use one of these to turn a motor, turn a light on, increase a beep or decrease a beep, or even to change colours on an LED. Now you're probably wondering what an LED is, and I've got some in my box. I've got 2 types in fact that are supplied in the kit. There's a whole range of things here. I'm going to show you them all. This is your standard LED. Obviously that's just green. It's got 2 arms and produces a lovely bold green light. This is an RGB LED, and this is multicoloured, so it can produce a whole spectrum of colours, although I would say that the word spectrum is doing a lot of heavy lifting there. It can do quite a wide range of colours. It's very, very effective, and of course it's only got 4 pins there, one of which is ground, so actually for 3 pins it can produce quite an array of colours. Your phone and your TV use the same colour system that this does, but perhaps in a slightly smaller scale than yours. The other 2 items that came out when I picked up those LEDs is that this is an LDR, light dependent resistor, and it measures light effectively. So you can have a dark room, the light goes on, and this will detect that there's a change in light and will set off an alarm or send a message or turn on a laser or turn off the laser. You learn how to do all of that in the kit. This is one of the smallest items in your kit, but do you know what? I love this so much. It's called a tilt sensor. You can see a little ball of mercury there, and this joins 2 wires together, so the wires aren't joined at the moment. You can see one's shorter than the other. The one nearest my fingernail is shorter than the other. The wires are now joined by the mercury, so that can turn on a light, turn off a light, start a laser, stop a laser. The choices are endless. What is this? This is a proximity or a movement sensor. You may have seen this on junior robotics kits because obviously it looks like a pair of eyes. Basically this sends out a signal here, this receives a signal, and it measures and sees whether it's close or far away. So if it doesn't hit anything at all and doesn't come back, then it measures nothing in its sphere. So it's the sort of thing where if you are walking along, it'll detect that you're walking along because it bounces off your leg and bounces back into the echo and sends a signal. So it can set off an alarm if you've got someone walking along, or it can turn on a light or do both or start a motor. Again, it's all explained in the manual and on the course itself. Really, really good fun to play around with. This is one of my favourite items. This is called a servo motor. Look at it, it's teeny and yet incredibly powerful. So it's an 180-degree servo motor, which means if I just pop this fin off, it can go from here all the way around to here, 180 degrees. This can be used to open or close things, to move, and there's actually one of our units is to move the proximity sensor so it's turning from left to right, scanning an area. You can attach a laser to it, and again one of our units attaches a laser to it. You can even have the tilt switch attached to it to control the tilt switch to be open or closed. Why would you do that? Well, you'll have to watch the video to find out and learn. But very, very effective servo motor. Just 3 wires, just 5 volts to operate this motor that's incredibly accurate. In fact, one of the puzzles uses the motor by turns of degree to solve the puzzle. So great piece of kit to have in there. We've also got 2 types of buzzer. So this is an active buzzer. Really annoying, quite an irritating sound, and you will learn to hate it very, very quickly, I'm sure. But also it works perfectly as an alarm sound. And we've got a little function there where it plays tunes, so you can actually change the frequency, so you can have different sounds appearing when it's playing. This is known as a piezo buzzer, and it's very, very thin metal and very, very sensitive, and we use that as a sensitivity alarm. Very effective as a sensitivity alarm. Great fun to play around with, and it's very, very it feels very old school, but very, very functional indeed. A few more items before I reveal my favourite one. So this is a button. So this is a naked button, and this is a button with some clothes on it. So obviously these just click on and click off, and very satisfying click again. And these 4 pins go into your breadboard quite comfortably. I've straightened these out because I found that the connection is better when you straighten them out. Unstraightened, they look like that, a little bit more hooky, but straightened, they plug in really, really tightly and make a really strong full connection. We use buttons an awful lot in the kit. And we've also got included these touch sensors, and touch sensors are absolutely fantastic. They work the same as a button, but they just require touch. So actually they're much, much quieter and incredibly sensitive as well. So those are included as part of the kit. Now, my final item, which I absolutely adore, and this is an RFID tag. So you will have seen these before if you've ever opened an office building or had to show an ID card to get a door open or closed. We're supplying one of these in the Heist Kit as well, and there's 3 projects that use the RFID, and basically you can turn it on and it will send a message or turn a light on or open a door or move a servo. But this is all included along with comprehensive instructions for how to use it and base code in order to start your experimentation journey. Hopefully that's given you a good whistle-stop tour of what's included in the full Heist Kit. If you have any questions, just message us. The kit is there for you to exploit, enjoy, experiment and learn and understand with. So have fun with it and enjoy.